All right, guys, I'm fully rested and refreshed, and now it's time to start doing the breakdown videos. It's been a crazy 2 days for me. I can't wait to fix my sleep pattern. So we're gonna go one video at a time here, and I think it's best we start back at the beginning, and I'm gonna go over the TGS footage slowly this time without me screaming every 2 seconds whenever there's some kind of crazy hype reveal. So we're gonna go over the world tour and the gameplay of the characters, and I'll basically just going more in depth on what we're seeing on the screen, and then we'll do more breakdown videos, every day on some kind of subject. There's enough content here where we can just ride that wave all the way to the beta test, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's go through this footage one frame at a time. So a construction worker messes up, of course. Hopefully these guys are unionized. And Ken kicks a sandbag out of the way. You guys know Ken's story is really crazy right now. He's in hiding, apparently. He's getting the Cody treatment. But we see the back of Ken's jacket. It says Eagle Shipping Company on it, on the bottom here. Incognito is a construction worker. So there is so much stuff for World Tour, and there's so much to talk about here. Just the sheer scale of this. Now, they're only showing Metro City. That's the big thing. It's called World Tour, but we're only seeing one part of that world, and we know that this game is huge. It's going to be supported for a really long time, and they're going to add more and more areas. That's why I think the DLC packs are going to be huge with characters and zones and more stuff to explore. This is a really, really big mode. All these areas are going to have different like master NPCs and missions. You can see all the NPCs around here. So we see the Masters Foundation, where Ken was the ex-vice president of, right? Before he got framed or whatever. I'm getting like Bruce Wayne vibes from Ken for some reason now. Do you guys know what reference this is? I think this is a Final Fight reference on one of the stages. I think even part of this is what we saw in Street Fighter V too, like next to the Abigail stage, but someone can correct me on the lore. Here's like the Honda bathhouse. Once again, like all these areas are gonna have their masters, their hero NPCs where you can learn moves from, and you can go to whatever area you want. So if you want to learn like Honda's moves, for example, you would come here. They all have their HQs, because all these characters are legends now. All the OGs, the World Warriors. That's why Capcom's focusing so much on making sure all the World Warriors are back. And you can see here it's nighttime. We know there's like a day-night cycle in the World Tour, which I really like as well. I wonder if that will change too, the NPCs that will be in the certain areas during nighttime and during the day. We can see that train car is like parked on the road. By the way, there's a million Easter eggs and references to Final Fight and the Street Fighter universe, and it's like you can't pull this off without tons of passion. You can tell Capcom is just, this whole project is really passionate. And if you guys grew up playing these games and you guys are like super boomers like me, you can really appreciate the world and the franchise that they built up to this point. Yeah, we see the Metro City Police Department here. We see like a merch truck. There's like a merch booth here. There's a lot of places here where I suspect you get like some hidden stuff to add to your avatar. They would sell like exclusive shirts here and stuff. Just give you a reason to explore everywhere. Like right here is like the shop. And you can see all these Easter eggs and references. And, it's like GTA or whatever. You can go into a location, it'll have its own merch, and you'll probably have this own in-game currency like Zenny. You guys say paid content. I mean, I'm sure there'll be paid content in like the Battle Hub. But no, I think this is all like in-game shop stuff for World Tour because it's a single-player mode, But yeah, they literally show you going into the shop and like changing your clothes. So they show this really fast. Exploring, and that's like a teleport, like a Dhalsim teleport. First off, this is already OP. I can tell already. Dhalsim looks OP for extreme battle, and he looks OP on his move list for exploring. Okay, because there's gonna be hidden stuff around this world, and teleport is broken, guys. This is Diablo 2 all over again. They're gonna have to nerf this. Imagine if there was a World Tour speed run. It'd be straight to Dhalsim. So Capcom has to nerf this already. I can already tell this is OP. So we see other people interacting with objects too. We see from the very first footage at Summer Game Fest, we saw like uppercutting a barrel. Remember how confused we were, guys? We saw the avatar running around the streets. We're like, what is going on? They ruined Street Fighter, But now we know it's just you're using the moves to like break objects, right? Traverse around the world. We see this Jake spinning bird kick motion. You're going from one side of the rooftop to the other. Dude, my brother was talking so much smack about this, guys. He was like, it looked so dumb. But you know what? It's supposed to look dumb. It's supposed to, guys. This is like the OG spinning bird kick motion. It's all about nostalgia, okay? Yeah, I know it sounds like copium, but I'm telling you guys, this stuff, this is hot. This is hot, guys. This is cool. I love it. They're like, you guys, just imagine. There's gonna be like videos explaining how to get here. You know, you have to learn spinning bird kick. You have to use teleport to get here. You know, everyone's gonna work together to explore these areas. You see the Blanca electricity, and once again, it's nighttime, as you guys can see, like day-night cycle. Knock down that guy in that Capcom jacket. Come on. I don't know why Leonidas is in this game. So another thing too is that you can walk around and fight other NPCs. I don't know if you can fight anyone, because, you know, that would be pretty... It is called Street Fighter, though. But the cool part is that the camera angle goes on the VS screen everywhere. So there's, like, unlimited amount of stages in this game. It makes it really fresh, and you don't want it just to feel mundane and repetitive, because it is, like, a low-key RPG, you know? So if you're always finding people at different locations, it's really good. It adds to the scale. And these NPCs all have their own different moves and masters. This is at the Bay Area again. We see the Tatsu. And we see right here in a parkade, we see you fighting two guys at once. So we can see there's kind of like a dynamic battle opportunity here. And just like, look how different the avatars you can play is. Like this old dude, you know? When you do the drive impact, you guys notice the colors? And we saw from the leaked footage that you can customize your drive impact colors. So it's customization on everything. You see the Honda headbutt? It's just headbutting people on the street. Come on, Capcom. Flash kick. I see a Shoryuken. I see Jerry's uppercut. And look at, you're hitting objects here. So you're hitting like these drones. There's like drones in the air. So it's not just fighting other avatars and NPCs or doing dynamic battle 2v1. You're fighting objects too. And I think this is kind of good. It kind of low-key teaches you the game, because, you know, there's stuff on the air, there's stuff you need to hit low. You use different moves to cater towards different missions, right? See, we got these, like, I don't know what these, like, Roombas? These are like Roombas on the road. You're like fighting two at once. And guys, look at this. Did you guys notice this? This looks amazing. So you're running through. This is literally a final fight stage. This is a beat 'em up. You have the timer at the top. You're running through the train and you're fighting a whole bunch of NPCs, and they're laying on the ground, just like Final Fight. This is something, dude, that we've wanted for so long in Street Fighter. Whenever we're talking about really cool, original, like, content in a fighting game, everyone's like, oh, make him a beat 'em up. Right, because of all these Final Fight references, you know? So there's so much variety in the missions. Like, look at this. Look how fun this is going to be. And then here you hear him go, level up, I think. You hear, level up, right? So people are going to get addicted to this, like me, because I love going on the grind. Level up. Okay, so now they actually show a legend here. So this is Chun-Li's area, and she's just chilling right in the center. You see Li Fen sitting behind her. And you can literally talk to Chun-Li, and then she's going to teach you moves. We see Ryu's area here as well, right? From that stage, that temple stage. And you can, and then there's going to be like cutscenes, you know, when you talk to them. And you're going to get their move list. Is anyone going to go to Blanca for being a master? Like, everything looks scary, man. Everyone's, like, scared of these guys. Like, this elephant was going to crush you and Dhalsim saves you. But look at the scale. Like, look how many areas there are. We're going to go over really in-depth on all the characters, but I'm just going to talk about what we see for now, just so this video's not, you know, 10 hours long. But we see Ken's heavy kick. We know it's cancelable, which is insane. And we know it's still a crush counter where it knocks the opponent up on punish counter as well. And this is a new target combo from Ken. It's standing medium kick, standing medium kick, standing heavy kick. So it's like a new kind of like line breaker target combo. Really cool. Dhalsim standing heavy punch. It's back. It looks devastating. Forward throw. I don't know what this is. What do you guys think this is? I think this is a Blanca command normal. Might even be an overhead. But he slams downwards and it has insane range. You guys think it's an overhead too? Like, look at that. It gave Blanca an air throw. Standing heavy punch. Standing medium punch. Target combo into down forward. Heavy kick is back. Tatsu. Yoga Flame. Look how far the range of Yoga Flame goes in this game. It's really... Yeah, Dhalsim scares me too, guys. Honda's command grab is back. Blanca ball. An aerial Blanca ball. I don't know why Blanca needs an aerial one, but he's got one. For some reason, he does it while jumping backwards. And that's not normal. A lot of characters can't do their special moves while jumping backwards. The stage is beautiful, by the way. I love the huge snake on the tree, like all the references. It's literally just a classic Blanca stage. Ken's OG target combo's back. It's still called Chin Buster, but the input is actually standing medium punch, standing heavy punch. It's not back medium punch anymore. It's like the Street Fighter 3 target combo this time. And what's crazy about this is Ken's able to link his crouching light punch into a standing medium punch. So he has a natural light to medium link. And his target combo knocks up. Once again, we're going to talk about this way more in depth. But Ken has his command run back, and it's done with 2 kicks. You press different buttons and there'll be different things. This is how he'll access his thunder kick. Medium kick for the thunder kick. That's the overhead. Or you can press heavy kick and you'll do the step kick. That's when you hold down Ken's V skill 1. On top of all of this, Ken gets enhanced special moves when you cancel it from his run. So if you guys haven't noticed, he naturally does not have the flames on his uppercuts. But when he cancels his uppercut from his run, he then gets the flame. It's enhanced. It enhances his Tatsu, so his Tatsu also gets a flame, and enhances his new special move, which was his V skill 2 in Street Fighter 5, the Dragon Lash kick. It makes that have fire as well. He's just so robust in this game. There's so much to him, and it's just amazing. So this is the Dragon Lash kick. So this is done with uppercut kick, and it's similar to his V skill 2, like I said. So he hits the opponent with it. So this is the enhanced version. This is like meterless because he's doing it from his run, as you guys can see. You see? And it side switches the opponent, and it naturally juggles the opponent up, and then you can literally go into a level 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter. It's really strong because like this is meterless, and once again, if you can go from a light, I mean, Ken looks so good in this game. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. He looks so good, and we need to break down way more footage with him here. Speaking of strong, Dhalsim, man, guys, Dhalsim. So for whatever reason, they gave Dhalsim an air fireball. This is called Yoga Comet. When Dhalsim is in the air, he's going to be kiting you like crazy. He's going to be very dangerous. He's going to have a fireball to cover his tracks as he teleports on you. Teleport, jumping fierce, which looks really cool, by the way. Back medium punch, I believe, into Yoga Blast, I think it's called. That's the half circle back kick. It's the upwards Yoga Flame. I think Gale is the air Yoga Flame. I'm pretty sure this is called Blast, but you know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. He pretty much has like his classic B&B from teleporting, but it's like just even more dangerous because he can cover his tracks. So once again, air fireball, jumping fierce, back medium punch, Yoga Blast. Honda standing heavy punch into the enhanced 100 hand slap. So once again, a lot of characters returning will have access to both their V skills. They're bringing all their tools, and you're having access to all their tools without the limitation of the V trigger system. The enhanced 100 hand slap. This is obviously from Honda's V skill 2, and now Blanca. he's now become an item toss character. So Capcom's doubling down on the gimmicks for Blanca. And he can throw an item on the ground, and it becomes even more dangerous when he uses electricity. And the electricity will make the item literally detonate, and he can use all of his gimmicky mobility tools to mix you up. Now, the weird thing about Blanca, and we've talked about this several times now, is that Blanca's suspiciously not a charge character anymore. It's not confirmed. It's not officially confirmed, but looking at this footage, and it's not like trailer footage, and looking at the TGS Day 2 footage, It seems like Blanca is not a charge character, but I don't know for sure. And the electricity obviously looks instant as well. It's not a button mash move, it's probably a core circle move. But Blanca's doing Blanca balls from standing still. Like, look, how did you get this charge? Like, look at this. Jungle hop into Rainbow Ball. How do you get the charge so fast? It was like instant. Okay, so a raw drive rush Ken, so parry drive rush. So at first when I saw this, I didn't know what button this was. This was really confusing. First, I thought it was like a standing heavy punch, but it's not his standing heavy punch. And it's not a standing medium punch either. This is actually Ken's crouching heavy punch. His standing medium punch, he uses his right hand. And his standing heavy punch is Ken's standing medium punch from Street Fighter V. It hits really far. They want your heavy normals to be really good in this game because of drive rush. There's a lot of they don't make things stubby in this game. Every character seems to have really good buttons. Even Ryu, everyone has good lights, good buttons. They want you to play neutral, but they also won't want you to feel constricted. So crouching heavy punch. So this is Ken's Jinrai kicks are returning. This is awesome. So this is like Ken's old funky kicks or crazy kicks or whatever you want to call them back from the ST days. He had these in CVS2 as well. It was good for building meter and the roll cancel was cheap. But anyways, so the way this works is that it's a core circle forward kick input. And he'll do one rep of the kicks, Rekka, or whatever you want to call it, okay? And then you follow up with a different button. So if you press light kick, Ken will hit you low. If you press medium kick, he goes into his overhead kick. And if you press heavy kick, then he just does a damage ender. It's like your combo filler that you end with. But with the OD version of Jinrai kicks, he gets a third follow-up by just pressing kick. And then he can end into whatever he wants. So we see here, this is Ken's classic Super Art 3. His Jinrai Super from Street Fighter 3. This is his level 2. It's also very cool. They added the lightning streak effect on the Super as a Street Fighter 3 reference right here. There is plenty of Street Fighter 2 references throughout this game, but there's also Street Fighter 3 references as well. All right, back to the worrisome news. So I'm assuming this is standing heavy kick. A full screen standing heavy kick, for some reason, is cancelable. Dhalsim comes at you at 80 miles per hour into a drive rush full screen and converts. I don't know why Capcom allows this to happen. All right? Is he a zoner or not? Capcom, make up your minds. This is ridiculous. So, Ken being able to special cancel his standing heavy kick comes at a heavy cost. It comes at the cost of Dhalsim doing his standing heavy kick too. He needs it. Guys, it's so ridiculous. So, once again, the rules of drive rush is it only works from special cancelable normals or raw parry. So they're allowing a lot of these heavy buttons to be special cancelable for the drive rush. So yeah, if you're Dhalsim and you want to go in, you can. I think this is crouching medium punch. I don't know for sure. And then we see the OD Yoga Flame knock up. And for some reason, it juggles into Super. So the Yoga Inferno, this is Dhalsim's level 1, I believe. And the cool part about this Super we saw from day 2 is that he can aim this in one of 3 directions. He can do it the carpet on the floor. He can aim it so it hits mid. And he can aim it so it's like an anti-air and it hits high. Honda standing heavy kick, 2 hits. Once again, a lot of heavies are special cancelable in Street Fighter 6. And this is Honda's new move. I believe it's called Sumo Dash. It's a multi-hitting move that knocks up for a juggle. This is the OD version. And once again, I believe they're adding a lot of these types of moves, especially characters like Honda, where he doesn't have too many specials. They're just giving you opportunities to juggle into level 1 supers, you know? Because level 1 supers, you can only cancel from normal attacks, right? So they're just giving you opportunities to blow meter and juggle into your level 1. He can also go into his butt slam. I think it shows that later. But he can also go into his butt slam as well to juggle. So Blanca, I believe for a second, we see his standing heavy punch? I think it's a standing heavy punch because his hands look like they're coming up, you know? Like his old school standing heavy punch. And then we see he has his coward crouch, so it acts like his V skill 1 from Street Fighter V. Knocks up just like a Street Fighter V, but Blanca's actually like leaping up with it this time. And the same exact thing, it's showing us, hey, These characters have juggles now where you can, use an OD or whatever, and you can juggle into your level 1. The supers are a big part of this game. It's where you're gonna get a lot of your deeps, and how you choose to manage your super meter will probably be really meta. This is showing off the extreme battle. When we first saw this, we were so confused. I didn't know what was going on. You know what they should have done this build? They should have had Sagat's tiger run across the screen, not a bull, but whatever. But yeah, they're showing off extreme battle. There's a cool thing. So basically there is a rule set you can add and a gimmick set. The gimmick set is crazy things like adding a bull, adding a ball on the screen, or like Tesla coils or whatever, and they'll interact with the stage, like stage interactive stuff. And then there's rules. So rules are like, there's like a point system, and in this case, they showed off like whoever gets knocked down 5 times or 6 times loses. Rule sets like that, and you combine the two to make something, really fun, like a party mode. And this is the thing about this game, man. Like, this is what I love. There's so much fun things for not even just casuals, man, but like you don't have to just play ranked anymore, guys. Like this is the things that we've been talking about when we did all those videos on like what fighting games need and all of that. Everyone has said these ideas and they're putting them in. So this, you can hit like the worker into them. You see the Tesla coil, so these like come down randomly during the fight, and it forces you to block. And if you don't, you get blasted. We have like a hot potato. Like this is gonna detonate after a certain amount of time. There's gonna be matchups for this. Certain characters will be better than others, especially Dhalsim. Battle Hub. We know a lot of this. We've seen this stuff before in like a lot of ArcSys games where we have a giant social environment where we can play in the arcade. But once again, Capcom's pushing it to the next level. They're saying all these modes feel like their own games. There's a lot of things to show off here. So we see the shop. This is the DLC, guys. This is what I'm talking about. So once again, Capcom's goal is to get you guys hooked and addicted to this game. They want you to log in every single day and see what's new. And this is the reason why Capcom continues to support Street Fighter, because this is the opportunity for Capcom to advertise all of their stuff. They're going to have promotions all the time. They're going to have exclusives. They're going to have you a reason to want to log in and get something exclusive. There's going to be massive DLC. This is where you're going to want to come here every day, earn stuff and buy stuff, right? And they're going to use this for advertising and everything. I can see it. And they're showing just like you can bring your customized avatar from World Tour into this game. And just look at this. There's so much going on. It's so cool. It's so cool. In Fighting Grounds, you have access to ranked and all that. You can just go straight into ranked. But this is for something more. This is the big social aspect about the game. This is what I'm trying to say. This game is more than just playing ranked. This is where you guys are going to be able to meet players to play. It's going to be a big, it's the PlayStation Online experience is what they want. And then this is the cool part. So we see the big screen, right? And they're showing us a tournament going on. A big tournament. By the way, is that a Robert reference? Did they purposely do that? I wonder if that's a Robert. Anyways, I believe when we have huge events like EVIL or a CPT tournament, I believe this screen you'll be able to see in real time, and everyone can gather around and watch these tournaments together and see, and also tournaments within the Battle Hub as well. It's a unique opportunity for Capcom to do tons of advertising and get people together. There's like a photo booth. I don't know. You get to take a picture of your character and you can annoy everyone on Twitter with it. There's a DJ table. Once again, I have no idea what this is for. I guess you can go on the DJ table and manipulate the theme. So I don't know if people will be terrorizing everyone on this. You can see that avatars have their own emotes. You can dance and all of that. This is the craziest part, though. So they're going to have actual classic Capcom arcade games that you can play within Street Fighter 6. We see Captain Commando. I see Final Fight. This is amazing, dude. They can advertise trailers on the screen. They're showing all their CAs. I think this is like a One Piece reference you guys are pointing out. Dhalsim looks absolutely cracked in this game. Shnurepa. So cool. I was blown away by this trailer, man. Just blown away. Once again, more modes. I don't know if this is within the Battle Hub. I really hope this stuff is fun enough where people actually care about score and people, you know, release content on YouTube on like high scores and figure out ways. They're showing some footage here that wasn't in the trailers because they broke down this TGS in certain trailers. So there's some stuff that we get to see. So you see Dhalsim's taunt. Even his taunt is broken. I think I was standing medium punch, standing heavy punch. So Dhalsim, they gave him back his horizontal fireball back. But no, you get to choose. He also has his arch fireball as well. He gets an air fireball, a horizontal fireball that he doesn't need the OD to do, and he gets the arch back. He has his V skill, his yoga float, and this is literally called Yoga Arch. And you see the OD version, and it's a hybrid of his V skill 2, where the fireball is enhanced and comes back at you. Oh man, why? He looks so good. We see his Yoga Mummy is back. In Street Fighter V, Dhalsim only had the drill kicks, but now he has the Mummy, so just more trajectories for Dhalsim to go. So I believe this is Dhalsim's level 2, just because level 2s are like, you know, more for utility in this game. The animation, by the way, looks amazing. Looks really cool. He's like molding the flame into a ball. Really cool animation. See Honda's taunt where he throws the salt, blessing the arena. They're really trying to nail that Honda is a sumo wrestler. The sumo wrestling vibe. We see his target combo, light punch, medium punch. Into hands. I think those were enhanced hands. Could be wrong. So we see right here, his V-Skull 1. His V-Skull 1 clap. It probably still neutralizes fireballs. And his normal throw. So this is Honda's V-Skill 2, where it enhances his next hand slap, so it literally does 100 hits. And we see he's being blessed. Like, they're really going for that vibe. It's very cool. I love the animation for it. And just like in Street Fighter V, he gets, if he lands hands on you, he gets mad deeps. I think he linked into a crouching light punch into sumo headbutt. He does a raw sumo dash. And watch here, no meter, he can combo into his butt slam. Recently, they buffed Honda's butt slam in Street Fighter V, so he can like juggle on the way up. Very cool. Blanka's taunt. Once again, he's an item toss character. So look here, look at Blanka just stand still, and I'll watch him go straight into ball. He's just standing, ball. Very interesting. So heavy ball, rainbow ball. Once again, he just stands there, neutral, just does it raw. Very sus. Very, very sus. It looks like he's not a charge character, but it's not official. His forward throw. Electricity, once again, you can see electricity is instant. Piano input is dead. The OD version does 2 hits and juggles them. It did that in Street Fighter V as well, but it didn't juggle them as high. You could do like Amazon River Run, the slide after. A jump back OD version of his air ball. Once again, this is uncharacteristic that you can jump backwards into special moves. This is rare now in this series. They call it aerial rolling attack. And of course, the item toss. Very cool. I like the item tossing with Birdie, so I'm glad they have some character that has it. And you can see it literally chases you and detonates. I don't know how this is going to work with the drive impact system, because this, in theory, would mean that you can get somebody in block stun and drive impact them. So I don't know how that's going to work. A lot of questions there. Ken's taunt. We can see that the OD version of Ken's Hadouken does not knock down still. I mean, when you're playing Ken, most of the time you're just going to be going in, you know? So you can see his, I believe that was his heavy DP. You see there's no flame. But the OD version does have the flame. Best back throw. Still has the best back throw. So here's the Jinrai kicks again. So this was core circle forward kick into light kick. Low follow-up. So this is Jinrai kick, core circle forward kick into medium kick. This is the overhead. And this is core circle forward kick into heavy kick. This is the finisher. It's just for damage, just for deeps. And then the OD version, once again, the OD version is the same, but it allows a third follow-up by just pressing kick. So he goes core circle forward 2 kicks, into light kick, into just kick. And then you get a finisher. So with the OD version, you do get to follow up and go for a high-low mix-up into a finisher. And I believe you can go into your level 2 from this because you can cancel level 2 supers from OD special moves. So once again, they're showing you choose a rule, you choose a gimmick, you combine them together, and you can make some cool, original, fun, like party mode stuff. We can see here, the camera's really zoomed out. You see on the right side of the screen, it's like a hue of red, so you know when the bull is coming. This is a new stage as well. At the top of the screen, we see the arrows that tell you how many times you've been knocked down. Whoever's been knocked down, that's like your new life bar. Whoever's been knocked down 5 times loses. It's so cool. Then you have the classic. You can just set like no rules, you know, just normal. And then you can just add a gimmick. And this is like the hot potato mode they were showing. You know, you're going to be able to play with this with people in Battle Hub. You can play with it couch co-op. You can play against the CPU. And once again, I love that they're like from other Capcom game references, you know, like a Mega Man reference. I love it. It looks very, very fun. Hell yeah. So we see the drive impacts clash here. And we can see what Blanca's drive impact looks like. It looks like high profile, but we don't know. And then it goes back. This is a very rare occurrence, by the way. You know, you're not going to see this often. It's just a cool thing, and it puts everyone back in neutral. I like it. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like Blanka is moving at light speed with his drive rush. Look how far he is, guys. Look at the drive rush. Ah! Did they speed up that footage? The super scary, man. Crouching medium kick out of nowhere. I don't know about the balance of this game, but the drive rush and the drive impacts are different between the characters. You know, even Dhalsim's rushing you down. I'm really worried about Zangief. I don't know if he's going to run at you from full screen, guys, but you better have your fingers resting on that drive impact button like Ken is right now. Ken's drive impact is really cool, though. It looks like it really reaches out. He really moves forward with it. Is that like Ken's old, like, close standing heavy punch animation? I really like how it looks. There's that weird command normal again. That might be an overhead for Blanka. The overheads look really fast in this game, guys. Really fast. So this button, I thought this was Ken's standing medium punch, but it's actually his heavy punch. It reaches really far. It's good. So this is Ken's standing heavy punch now. And he links into light kick into his level 1 super. And his level 1 super is kind of cool. It's like Liu Kang kick. And he side switches to the other side and it goes back to neutral. I love the classic wind pose. So cool. We need more commentators like this, though. Apparently this guy is really famous. I don't know who he is, but I'm sure the people in Japan are hype. So, Honda jumping heavy kick. Standing heavy kick 2 hits into his V-skill 1. And Dhalsim's doing crouching medium punch, I believe. That's the enhanced 100 hand slap into crouching medium kick. And Dhalsim, you see his perfect parry animation, which looks amazing. You can see that. You see the hands going down. Looks so cool. Crouching heavy punch into Yoga Flame. Is that OD Yoga Flame? Nope, just normal Yoga Flame. And then Honda's drive impact. Looks like it's focus attack, right? Oh, sorry, did I go back too far? And then standing heavy kick into OD headbutt. And then he's enhancing again, that's his V skill too. Once again, drive rush combos. So we see butt slam hitting on the way up, 2 hits. Crouching heavy punch with Dhalsim. Drive rush into back medium kick, I think that was. Into Yoga Flame. There's a lot going on here. Yeah. And then the OD hand slap. Once again, OD hand slap. You can go into level 2 or level 3. So we have this, his super is Honda's V-Trigger 1. So if it's his utility, if this is level 2, I wonder if Honda can charge this. And we still haven't seen armor attacks in this game. Besides drive impact, of course. So I'm curious. You can see here, there's a whole bunch of things on this screen that we see. So we see on the top right, we see the level of your fighter. So your level, we see an XP bar. We see meter. So you can gain more drive meter. You can gain more super meter that you can use when you fight the other NPCs. We see it says Luke rank 20, so it's telling you your master and what level they or you are. There's literally RPG stats. You see the vitality. Everything can be upgraded. Everything becomes stronger. You see the type of moves you have. It says strikes and kicks below it. This is all on the top right of the screen. We can see when you start your fight, you see at the bottom of the screen, the NPC has like their own levels and stats. It looks like a sundae, like you reward with a sundae or something. I don't know what that was. We see the damage. We got like Borderland, like RPG damage numbers. So I'm assuming there's gonna be some like NPCs that are just jacked that you would have to hit them. Like you're gonna spend like 2 hours hitting them because you do such low damage. You try to do like a level 1. You can see like you don't have like 6 drive mirror at the top. You can see you can actually upgrade that over time. So it really is like World Tour where you're slowly upgrading your character. There's a lot going on here. So you see 100 hand slap. You guys see on the left side of the screen, we got a new notification that says armor break. It's in green because he did a drive impact and he did more than 3 hits. So he broke the drive impact, or he did 3 hits, sorry. So we have 2 new notifications. We have armor break and we have forced down, which I believe is when you're hit in the air in a juggle state and your character will fall to the ground and not just land on their feet. But like, look at all these environments. Like I said, you can find all these environments, and they're all like their own stages because it's just where the camera is. Yeah. We can see like literally dynamic mode here. That NPC, what did he throw? He threw a wrench. He threw a wrench at you. Joe threw a wrench. There's like original moves. So yeah, I wanted to talk more about this. If you guys are hating on Street Fighter 6 and you're like, man, games suck now, I just want to play Street Fighter 2. Well, now you can. Now you can buy Street Fighter 6 to play Street Fighter 2. Capcom's thought of everything. Like they said, Capcom said this game is for everyone, even the haters. Even the haters is for you. I don't know if that time limit indicates when they're going to switch to a different game, or how long you have until the score resets and then the leaderboard can start over again to keep things fresh. But this is very cool. It's not just a sit down and play the game. This is something in itself, you know. It has its own leaderboard. They've literally thought of everything. Pretty much my breakdown, guys, of all the footage on TGS 1. There's just so much footage to break down. Like I said, I'll do it one video at a time, and I'll make it more bite-sized. I know this is going to be a long video. It's really hard for me to make these videos shorter, but I'm going to do my best to try to center the topics for you guys. But I'm already falling behind, you know? So this is the only way to do it, is to go over this. But I'm so happy I got to do this with refreshed and not tired, and, you know, being at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I'm glad you guys were able for me to join this and break this down with you.